Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Bon Journals, and I'm Bonnie. Today I'm going to do a flip through of my journal called Seasons, and I've named her that because the picture on the front is a fabric piece with a print of one of Alphonse Mucha's Four Seasons artworks. So she's featured there along with some beautiful vintage or antique crochet, very detailed, lovely piece of work, and it extends across the front and also around to the back, and there's some additional panels of lace on the back. The base fabric is a French linen with some little pink flower sprays on it. The tie is a piece of hand-dyed muslin. It's in a pale pinky beige colour, and so it's a hand-dyed and hand-torn. On the front is a little medallion with roses in there, a little bead on it, a globe pin, and there's a little wooden butterfly button sewn on there with the threads made to look like the antennae. It also has metal corners, just for a different effect. Okay, so let's have a look inside. The lining inside is paper. It's a collage print of French labels and so on. The papers that I've chosen to go through this journal are mainly neutral shades and French inspired. So you'll see lots of beautiful coffee dyed, tea dyed look. Lots of places where you can write and do your own artwork. So this is a journal that's meant to be a functional one. So not a lot of fancy bits. That's for you to add in later. You can add in some frills and tags and bits and pieces, although there are quite a few included in here that you'll see as we go through. So enjoy the process. Some of the pages have been tea or coffee dyed. Some are just old. They're not printer paper, they're actually old yellowed paper that I've gathered from various places. So some music sheet. This piece is paper clipped in with a lovely little paper clip with a heart motif on it. So if you, I just remembered that's actually set across, it's got a flap that's set behind there. So if you remove the paper clip, you'll see that opens up, and so you can use that to store things in. And I'll put it in there with the flap over the top of the page, and it's held in there securely by the sweet little paper clip. Some more beautiful printed papers. This one is an actual book page from an art book of French paintings, and the paper is a little bit glossy, so very pretty to look at, but probably not something you can write on, which is probably a good idea because it's so busy that you wouldn't be able to write on there anyway. Plenty of places for you to write. So enjoy the pages. This is an envelope that's actually been bound in and contains a little tag with a piece of tatting and a little print of a French postcard which says Bon fête, which means, I believe, happy birthday. No, maybe not. Happy something. Okay, continuing on. With a lot of these pages, when they've been printed on one side of the paper, it's come through with kind of a marbled effect on the other side, and I didn't interfere with that because I thought that looked quite pretty as a background. There's a little place to put some tags there. And some of that pages from the art book. You can see what's coming. Beautiful print with a bird cage, a flower, a butterfly. So it's quite delightful to flip through and see all of the lovely papers. But imagine adding your own special touches to this as well. Another little clip with a couple of journaling cards stuck with it. And we're on to the second signature now. This has two signatures, so that's the first one. We're moving on to the second. So there's the famous Eiffel Tower, of course. Another journaling card there for you. And some more from the book pages from the art book. There's plenty of space for you also to add in pockets or tuck spots or envelopes wherever you wish, if you want to have more places to put things in there. But as I said, it's meant to be a functional journal. That it's not just to look at, it's something that you can work with. Another little journaling card with French ideas on there. A piece of reproduction, old French journal invoices or accounts. This one is an envelope bound in also in the centre piece and contains 3 tags you can write on or use with gifts. So a very pretty one to use as a basis for the journal that you want to make it. This little envelope is a concertina, trifold one. So you've got 3 little tags in there. It's a pretty lady. This is a Klimt print. And another one of these concertina envelopes with some tags or cards in there. And at the back is a piece that you can take out and take with you if you wish. And it's like a pouch that contains in here a little notebook. In the second place, a reproduction of a postcard. And printed on lovely old rag paper. This one is just a little folder that you can use. You can make it into a notepad and put extra pages in there and just keep them in place with that little ribbon on the top. So that can actually come out of the journal, be taken away with you, popped into your handbag if you're going somewhere that you need some paper to write a note or something. Take it with you and then return it when you wish. So it's just clipped in. And there we go. The binding of this is done with these beautiful beads. I don't know if you can see it on here, but they have that Aurora Borealis, the iridescent sort of colouring. And another one of them is attached to that little medallion. So there she is, Seasons, and she's available in my Etsy shop, which is called Bond Journals, and I'll put the address of that in below so you can hopefully find your way to there. Thanks for watching.